Deidre Anthony. I am the founder and creator of Are Those Your Kids, a blog dedicated to resources for the entire multiracial family. Welcome to my channel. If you want to subscribe and learn more tips specifically for multiracial families, I would love if you'd hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Now let's jump into it. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about you're in a multiracial family when. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Deidre. I'm Black. My family is of Jamaican descent. My husband, Justin, he's white, and his family is from Georgia, the state of Georgia. So he is Southern, born and raised. So not only do we have two races, we also have two different cultures who have kind of melted together to make our multiracial family. We have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy, and I'd love to share some things with you that I've noticed about being in a multiracial family. So my husband and I dated for about 3 years before we got married, and one of the first things I noticed about being in an interracial relationship, multiracial family, is that when you and your spouse or your significant other are out on a date, people ask if it's 1 check or 2. So it doesn't matter if we're holding hands, lovingly staring into each other's eyes, sitting beside each other, it doesn't matter. People ask if it's 1 check or 2, and he put a ring on it. So I'm wearing 3 rings and he's wearing a ring, and we still get asked if it's 1 check or 2. Now, when we've shared this with other people in conversation, sometimes people make excuses to say, well, maybe it's because you guys look young. We do live in a college town, so maybe they just assume that we're broke college students. Or people just make other kind of assumptions. I don't really know what there is to make, but they ask if it's 1 check or 2. Another assumption people make about multiracial families is that families hate each other. So there must be some kind of internal conflict. His family is white, and so they must have owned slaves, and they must hate Black people, so you guys must have some issues. I hate to burst people's bubbles, but our families actually spend time together during the holidays and for special occasions. So for my daughter's birthdays, for my son's birthday, we all got together, my parents, his parents, we all get together, we have a great time. In fact, when we both graduated from college, all of our family joined together and we had a great time. So this may be the case for some people, but it's not always the case for multiracial families. Another thing that happens with multiracial families is people kind of are really shocked when they look at pictures of your family for the first time. So I often have pictures of my family up in my office, and when I'm in a new job, people might say, oh, are you married? Do you have kids? And they want to see pictures. You show them pictures and they just stop and they stare and they can't wipe that shocked look off their face. Or when they meet your significant other or your kids for the first time, they just look because it wasn't what they expected. So yeah, that's what happens to multiracial families. Another thing that often happens to multiracial families is as soon as you are pregnant, you start researching biracial hair care and skin care because you're one race, your spouse is another, or maybe you're multiple races and you're going to have a multiracial child, and you start looking up, oh my goodness, what do I do for this child's skin and hair? In fact, that was part of the reason that I started my blog, is because I was looking for resources for my daughter and I couldn't find as much as I wanted, so I decided to be the resource I was looking for. Another thing that happens to multiracial families is that when the woman is pregnant, people always make comments, oh, mixed babies are so cute. I can't wait to see your baby because all mixed babies are cute. And they start already kind of fetishizing, romanticizing the mixed baby, other than, just being excited about you having a baby. So it just kind of feels a little awkward. Another thing people do is when you start to have kids, they want to know what your kids are mixed with. I can't tell you how many times, my girls are 2.5 years apart. We're at Target, we're at Walmart, the kids are smacking each other, they're arguing, someone's having a meltdown. I'm just trying to keep the peace, guys. And someone says, hey, are your kids mixed? Or what do they mix with? Or is their daddy white? Usually it's never the right time. Second of all, I'm usually pretty annoyed that they're even asking. And third of all, my kids are getting older. And so I'm very cognizant of how are my kids going to receive this when they hear this question, or what are they going to think when people keep asking about their ethnicity. And last but not least, this is a positive. When you're in a multiracial family, you get excited when you see other multiracial families, especially when you're in public places. So when you show up for open house, when you go to your child's class, when you go to church, when you go to concerts, family functions, whatever, it brings you such great joy to see other multiracial families. Well, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you'll click that subscribe button and do so now. And don't forget also to hit that bell notification so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video. So until then, I hope you go and check out my website, arethoseyourkids.com, and stay tuned for more resources for the multiracial family.